Good afternoon, my name's John from Cooking Around the World. Today it's bangers and mash pies. So this is sausages, mashed potato, leeks and bacon, all wrapped up in a handy pie. Come on, let's get cooking. Right, let's have a look at the ingredients for these bangers and hash pies. I can hardly contain myself actually. We've got some sausages here, bacon pieces, Algeria potatoes, flaky puff pastry, garlic, and of course my trusty leek. There's some oil in there for frying and some butter, but other than that, let's get cracking. Right, firstly I'm going to put my sausages in and we'll cook them and then keep them warm while we're frying our bacon and onions and garlic in a separate pan. We'll do our leeks in butter and in a separate pan again we'll be boiling our potatoes. There we are, put some butter in a pan there for our leeks. It's like a triangle, or it's almost like a Toblerone of butter, isn't it? Right, we'll get that underway and I will start slicing up the leeks. Right, in go our leeks with the butter. Very yummy. And we'll turn it down, lid on, and that can just sweat. And there we are, there's our potatoes. We're just going to add some water to these, pop them on the stove. But I don't think we'll actually turn them on just yet. Don't know if you heard me through that tap running. So that's all ready to go. A little bit of salt in there. And lid on. Right, at the same time we're going to put some salt in the leeks here to help the moisture release. Okay, our leeks are all good now. Look at this, they're nice and wet, as we say. They've released all that moisture. I can turn the heat off now, leave the lid on, and that'll be all ready to stir into our final filling. And let's have a look at our sausages. They're about halfway done. We've got two sides beautiful crispy brown, and they'll come out in about 10-15 minutes time. Okay, these sausages are well done now. Let's get them out of there. I'll probably only use 4 of these 6, and if you're very lucky I'll tell you what happens to the other 2. But you know I will make good use of them. Right, once this is done, I'm going to start combining the filling, so we're going to get the pastry ready very soon. Okay, our bacon's just about ready. The potatoes are just about ready to mash. Once they're mashed, I'll add in the sliced up sausage, the bacon and the leek, and we'll be all ready to start filling our pastry. Right, this bacon's done now, so I'm going to shove it in the bowl here with the cut up sausage. Right, there's our potatoes, all done. I'll put that wedge of butter in there, come back once it's melted, add a little bit of salt and we'll mash it up. Right, let's mash these potatoes. They're a little bit dry still, so we're going to add a tiny bit of milk. Now be very careful. Add a small amount at a time, so that's about a tablespoon and a half. A little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper. Do this now because you won't be able to do it once it's in the pie. Now we can add in our leeks that we've cooked in butter. And also our sausages and our bacon. Oh. I don't know if you're drooling yet, but I certainly am. This is going to be exceptional. And when we serve this, we're going to serve it with a gravy, and it will just be sensational. Rightio, I'll let that cool, and then it's into our pastry. Okay, we're going to lightly flour our board. My apologies for the low light and the shadows, but it took just a little bit longer than I thought. So these are the pie dishes. We're going to cut them around about 1/2 centimetre wider than their shape, because these are going to be the base or the inside pastry. Take these that I've cut. These are going to be the pastry that goes inside, and then the pastry that's going as a lid will be made up of these, and I'll roll that out, but we'll just keep these separate. What I'll do is I'll show you this one, and then I'll come back when it's time to fill them. So here's our first one. Let's flour it. Now use your knuckle to press the pastry into the pie dish and stretch it at the same time. Okay, so that one's done. Pop that there, and we'll grab one of these and we'll roll it out for our lid. Very easy. A little bit more width on it. That's perfect. Right, now we're going to make our pie. So we'll bring him back and we'll get our filling. So this is the mashed potato, bacon, leek and sausages. Going to be a very tasty pie once you start putting some gravy on it. Now we'll get our lid, put it on and press it down like that. Now, where did I put that knife? Now just trim the edges. And if you've got a half decent fork, you can use it to crimp the pie. Hopefully you can see me. Yes, you can. Okay, so there's the crimping, and we're going to put 3 holes in the top there to give it a chance to expand. In this cup I've got some egg wash. This is 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of water. Whisked. And we're just going to plaster the top of our pie. This will give the pie a nice rich golden colour, a glaze on that top pastry. That's ready to go in. I'm going to do the others very quickly and put them in the oven so that when I come back we'll be pulling them out for a tasting. And here we are, straight out of the oven. Look at the colour. They are absolutely beautiful. Right, let's get one of them out of the tin and have a taste, shall we? Okay, I'll step out there. Here we are. As you can see, this is going to be the sort of pie you can pick up and walk along the footpath with. Nothing's going to leak out of there. Right, let's have a little taste, shall we? Looks pretty hot. That's incredible. All I've got to do tonight is make sure I only eat one of these. It's the only thing I've got to do. Right, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you make it yourself. You're going to really enjoy the end result. I will catch you on my next recipe.